Hey, welcome to this new playlist. It's going to show you all about anything and everything that you could possibly want to know about coaching and the coaching opportunity. I'm Sharon.
And I'm Jasmine.
And we both have our independent businesses. We've chosen to work together, which is why when you hear us talking about our team, we're actually talking about our collective teams, even though we each have our own individual businesses. So a little bit about the videos that you're going to be watching here. This is your welcome. We are so excited to have you here. You made the first step. You asked for more information. You said yes. This is such an amazing, however small, but an amazing win. And we thank you so much for your time. Jazz?
And just to piggyback off of what Sharon just said, the first step is literally you saying yes. And that's not just saying yes to being a part of something, but this is saying yes to you for once, for putting yourself in the driver's seat to actually make a change. And is not just about a health and wellness journey. This is about doing self-awareness, like doing a gut check to see who you are as a person and pushing you outside of those comfort zones. Because I know that's what it was for me. It allowed me to see my flaws and what I really needed to work on, not only just in my physical appearance, but also in my mental awareness and my mindset. So this is a great opportunity for you to, one, lock arms with people you never would think about locking arms with. And this is also a great opportunity for you to be a part of a community that is from different backgrounds. And we're all trying to make a positive impact on the people that we encounter each and every day. It may be currently in the COVID environment, social media, or when we're outside of this foolishness that I call COVID. It may be the individuals that you go to work with. It may be the individuals that are going to family functions. It may be your homegirl or your homeboy that you're like, you need this and you need to stop playing games with yourself.
Yeah. So what is it that we do? We are health and wellness coaches. Most people think of health and wellness as workouts and food, right?
Yeah.
We're here to tell you that there is so much more. And Jasmine hit on it. That wellness aspect is what makes it stick, which is your personal journey. We always say to our teams, you work on you first and always. And that is the biggest thing, because you're probably here because you need a change, because you feel like you are pouring into other people's cups and that you have nothing left for you. But I'm here to tell you, you can't pour from an empty cup. And that's wellness. Wellness is learning how to fill up your cup first, so that when you empty it into other people's cups, you are already taken care of. And that is your mindset, your personal development, and your growth. We are going to push you and stretch you and challenge you to look at who you are now and who you want to be and what you have to do today to become him or her in the future. And that doesn't happen by saying, I want something in the future. It starts now, right now. So the videos that you're going to watch, you're going to hear a little bit about me and a little bit about Jasmine. I come from a health and wellness background. And when I came into this, honestly, I have to tell you, I thought I was too good for it. I have a lot of certifications and an advanced degree, and I've been coaching, and I'm a coach's coach. And I came into this thinking like, I'm just going to hit the ground running and I'm going to knock it out of the park. And what I didn't realize is that aspect of the mindset journey of figuring out who I want to be. And it has been the greatest gift to learn my identity of who I want to be, not just for me, but for my wife and for the people in my life, and how I have to continually take action and force myself outside of my comfort zone to be her, not just for me, but for other people. So when I started this, I had a lot to learn. And actually, my health and wellness background was more of a detriment than anything else, because I had this preconceived notion of health and wellness and coaching and what that looked like. And I had no idea. So go ahead. Sorry, Jasmine. No, you're good. You're good.
And then I know for me coming into this was more so of me, reclaiming my identity, not only as a new mother when I initially started, but also reclaiming my identity as Jasmine. And I know for a lot of individuals, whenever they get married or they have kids, or despite of whatever event is going on in their life, a piece of their identity dwindles a little bit, and you start to see that light dim, and you no longer see that person anymore. So I became a part of this whole journey, not only to, yes, lose the baby weight. Every woman wants to get back to how they were when they were in college. I was a collegiate cheerleader, but it was more so of me having an awakening for me to be a better wife, for me to be a better mother. Speaking of
There
my
he
little one
is.
right now, for me to be a better friend, because that light had gotten so dark that I started snapping on people. And this whole journey allowed me to regain my confidence as well as my voice again. So the light that you see is not just, oh, it's cute just for itch and giggles. It's a literal light of women wrapping their arms around each other, uplifting each other when we are actually in our lowest points. And that's why this is not just about a physical health and wellness journey. This is literally about community, digging into your mindset, us bringing in more representation of men and women who look just like us, men and women who have the same backgrounds as us, not just your stereotypical Barbie and Ken. That's not who we are. We are wives, we're parents, we come from either heterosexual or is it how do I want to term
Gay,
correctly.
queer.
Backgrounds. I'm a military spouse. My husband's active duty military, so my life is a complete, excuse my language, shit show most of the time. I work in corporate America. Sharon works with some of the most courageous athletes I've actually seen in a really, really long time outside. They're not like the LeBrons because they don't compare. But it allows us to bring in more representation into this community. And this playlist will actually tell you exactly how you can be successful just by saying yes to you, saying yes to your journey, and focusing on you first. And then that light will actually start to shine brighter for people to actually see you for once again.
Yes. So you're probably saying, how do I get started? Well, you got to watch the rest of the videos because you need to know what you're in for. If someone just watched 5 minutes of this and said, yeah, I'm in without knowing what they signed up for, I would be a little bit skeptical. You need to know. And I want you to get to know us because if we invited you here and we are going to be your mentors, your coach, we have a common coach in common. We have someone in common, which is our mentor, who happens to be the #1 coach in the company, in the world. And that has nothing to do with revenue, although she does have an extraordinarily successful business. She is the #1 coach because she is selective about who she brings into her team, and she is an incredible leader. She believes deeply, as we do, in linking arms to rise together. In other industries that we have both been in, it is about stepping on other people to elevate your own status. And when I tell you that there is nothing like this team, nothing like this community, where we are linking our arms and putting each other on our shoulders to prop other people up, there is nothing like it. And I have done it all. And you will see that in my story. This community, this team is hands down the most positive place you'll be. And the only way to fail is to quit. And we won't let you. You're here.
And just to piggyback off of what she said about this team, you will probably be invited to a retreat one day where it's one of us or both of us hosting it together.
Yes.
We're going to cry together. We're going to laugh together. We're going to ish, but we're there to help develop you into being the best person possible. And it's not just for you, it's for the woman or the man that is watching you and watching your story and watching your journey. And I can distinctly remember just a few months ago how we got linked up at our retreat. Everybody in the room was crying because of our stories and how we were going to rally around each other. And we left that retreat and we ended up number one right there with our coach. And that's because we all picked that undeniable belief in one another and strengthen one another to get it done. Not only with just our physical journeys, but our mindset journeys too.
So the next videos that you're going to watch are our stories. You'll also watch how to get started and more about the company that we use as a tool that works for us to help deliver the most researched and scientifically proven programs, both in fitness and fitness programs, kind of like the Netflix of fitness, right? It is all on demand so that you can do it at home or wherever you're at. You'll also learn about the numbers, about how this all works behind the scenes, and you'll hear from one of our favorite top coaches together about objections, about some of the common objections that you may be having right now that we 100% had. We came in here, however, with an open mind. And if you come into this with an open mind and open arms and willingness to work, our mentor has said, hey, Roman, our mentor has said 100% of the people who give this 100% are successful. So if you're ready to work and you're ready to embrace a team that will do nothing but lift you up, head down to our stories, learn a little bit more about us, reach out to us once you've watched the rest of this playlist so that we can get started together.
And thank you so much. And we can't wait to start this journey with you.
We'll talk to you soon.